Hi everyone, Change Day is here. I want to welcome you to here, Sneby, our hub in Sweden, and this 1 hour long live stream. Today we're going to throw some light on the next chapter for Adapteo and our new brand. And I hope that you sit comfortably, that you have something to eat or drink, maybe a cup of coffee, because we have a full program for you the coming hour. Come with me. So first, technical issues can happen to everyone, right? But solutions are in our hands. So here we go. Today you are going to meet some of the people that has worked tirelessly on the new upgraded look. You are going to experience our new hero film, if you wish, the story of who we are and what we do, and why we matter to the world. And you are also going to meet some of our colleagues and leaders at Adapteo. But first, Adapteo Group's, I would say, President and CEO. Give a warm round of applause for Johanna Persson. Welcome. Welcome into my module, Johanna. Feels like we've done this already. Johanna, you've been a part of this company for a couple of years now.
Yep.
And we've met you on CEO Unplugged, on town halls, and obviously also in person. And you talk a lot about Adapteo's potential. What is that potential for you?
Endless, I would say. I think it comes from both getting to know the company, that whole journey, and seeing the capability of what we do, but also getting to know our customers, seeing solutions that we provide for the clients, and how flexible that solution can be. We can basically do whatever we can imagine. And then also when I represent the company outside of Adapteo, I get so many requests when they understand what we do about like, when can you come to our country, or when are you expanding here, because the needs are, of course, endless.
And it's kind of amazing when you think of it. I mean, this solution has been around for decades, and still people are amazed that this solution actually exists. And we are operating in an industry where there are many and also well-known players out there. What would you say is Adapteo's biggest advantage?
I think it is exactly that, the joint knowledge that we have inside the company, the scale we have together, the reach we have, which is, unprecedented in our market. There isn't anybody that looks like us. And that to me is our pure strength. But also, of course, having the backing of very strong owners that also allows us to grasp a lot of potential in the market. And especially when, the economy has changed, we still are able to continue growing the company with the support of our very strong owners.
So if we talk about that, how we set apart, I mean, what do you think makes us truly different from our competitors?
I think it's our vast history, the way we solve things. I think that's the thing I think about all the time, that we are so solution oriented, and we are so focused on the need that the customer has, and we just have great ways of finding solutions always to what the clients needs. And I also see that some of the more complex projects that our competitors don't dare to touch, we dare to do them because we want to always be there for our clients, and we do fantastic solutions. So that also, courage that we have is definitely something that I think sets us apart.
And for me, that is also a beautiful bridge over to our purpose, because the purpose is not new. It's slightly changed, but helping society thrive in an ever-changing world. I mean, and that's also the foundation for the upgraded brand. I mean, that's where we come from, and that's our Northern Star. But what does it mean for you, and why do you think it's a good sort of manifest or ambition?
Exactly. No, but I think it's just sort of reassuring the clients that we understand that change always happens, right? Because that is when we meet them, when they have a change that they need to find a solution to. But that's our core, like that's what we know best, right? So we say that, but we're also the best at then finding solutions to that need. So I think that's very powerful, and of course why it's there and why it will continue to be our Northern Star.
So the upgraded brand, it's both a new look, we're going to see it soon enough, bear with me, and also a new story, I would say. So what do you think is the most exciting aspect about the upgraded brand, if you wish?
I think it's a way of, the company got the brand not that many years ago, and we have sort of grown into it. And now the company has matured even further. The group has matured even further. We're now in more countries than we used to be. So to me, it's sort of a summarizing step of this development journey we are on, and sort of taking a stance in that, and also taking the leap into the future where we want to continue to build on the brand. So that is really what I think sticks out to me. But then it's also it represents, we worked with it to find our identity inside the brand too, right? With the company that we now are. And I think it also represents the company very well in that it's like warm but witty and, a little bit playful, but also very, very professional at the same time. So I like the whole concept.
Wonderful. So Johanna, you're going to stick around for a couple of more questions, but first, a successful brand needs to stand out and set apart from the competition, obviously. That's why we do this. But more importantly, a good brand or a successful brand needs to own a truth, a story that is true to us and to the rest of the world. And that's why I'm happy to present the film about Adapteo and our role in this ever-changing world.
At first glance, this might seem like just a temporary space, and it is. Until it's a school, or a clinic, or a place for the displaced. Society is a living, breathing thing, always evolving, always changing. It can be sudden, inconvenient, uncomfortable, or exciting, almost not fast enough. Change is what we do. We build up an office today and transform it into a daycare tomorrow. Wherever change leads us, we'll be there helping people get ready for the next big thing. So yes, this is a temporary space. But it's also the space the world needs when it's time to evolve, connect, reinvent, and become something even better. Change happens, and we're here for it.
So my next guest has worked really hard on this brand and the new platform. Welcome into my hub, Malin Holmqvist.
Hey! Nice module. I like
my module.
I like what you've done with the place.
Yeah, I know. Just tweaks. Malin.
Yes.
You are the creative director on
Yes.
Adapteo Group. What the hell is a creative director?
That's a really good
Please
question.
be concrete.
Okay, well, first off, it's a creative role, but I'll try and be concrete.
Yeah.
I do that too. But my role here is to really oversee and guide the Adapteo brand. So to essentially make sure all our sort of visual and all our written elements all align with our brand strategy and also with our business goals.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so for
Does
me,
it?
but I've done it. So you have a long history of working with branding and communications.
Yes.
Yeah. So what potential did you see in Adapteo that you wanted to sort of take out to the world?
Yeah, oh my gosh, a lot of potential. I think we all see and feel that potential. Well, first off, like you mentioned, no one has really taken like a clear position, and no one really stands out in this market. We all know we have like a really amazing product and offering. That is so right in the times, like the moment is really now. But having said that, we also have a product that kind of has a bad reputation, but I think that is like a golden opportunity to really reclaim the narrative, or not even reclaim it, create the narrative, create the story about who we are and what we do and what we can offer, and really stand out. So this, for me, is a dream to do.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So we've been talking a lot about the brand, and I think people soon enough want to see how it looks, right? So maybe we should do that. Okay. Look here. Wonderful. Johanna, I want to start with you after this. So the earlier brand platform was a lot around sort of the power blue, images on end users and squares in purple or blue with popping texts. Why do you think we needed a brand upgrade? And what do we leave behind?
Yeah, and but I think it's back to what I said before, that to me this company of course keeps on evolving and maturing and growing into something where we actually know where we stand out. I think when I joined the company we had a lot of discussions that we didn't really know why we were necessarily better than somebody else or the industry as a whole. And to me, if you want to build something, you have to know that. Like you have to really explore your core and understand what you're really good at, so you can also build that self-confidence from the inside. And I also felt that the company deserves to have fantastic self-confidence, because I get to, you know, travel to all our sites and meet all our people and all our employees and also the clients and see so happy clients. So I'm like, we should be so proud of what we're doing. And I think that is what we wanted to find, instead of maybe that kind of what was created for more a stock listing into something that we believe is really, like it says here, you know, that Nordic core that we want to continue building of, with, you know, this kind of blue and really this solid quality company that I feel and know that we are. So to me, it's that change. So it's a bit on a maturing journey, I would say.
Yeah, a toddler becoming a teen or something.
A little bit like that. We still have a way to go, so yeah.
Exactly. Molly, for you, what is why did we need this?
Well, I agree with you too. It's really about like, this is the time is now to take the next step as a brand. You know, sometimes you need that new suit, you need a makeover to sort of live up to that kind of persona, and we have it in us. We have all the potential to sort of become this. So I think, and also because we need to look the same and sound the same and act the same in all our markets. You need to understand that this is like one united Adapteo. The brand is the brand, no matter where you are. Like, we are a united company, and that it really stands for me, the key word is quality. Yeah, it's quality in what you get, our service, our expertise, all that is quality. And it really is essentially about, you know, being choosable, you know, becoming chosen again and again because you stand out, and, you know, people really understand who we are, what we do, what we stand for, and, you know, what you get. What do you get when you partner with Adapteo? What's the, you know, the feeling of quality, and like, what's that guarantee that you get? So it's all those things.
But implementing the brand, then, will it be a walk in the park, or do you see any challenges?
Oh, not
No.
in the park. No, this everyone's like, yes. But I understand, yeah. And it is a really, really big challenge. We know that with, you know, we've already started rolling out the brand. It takes a lot of, it takes time. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes diligence. You know, everybody has to have their eyes on the details. Everybody has to see all the things that we need to do. The easiest part is almost like the colors, the logo, all those things are just sort of practical things, but it's also shifting, like, you know, our narrative, how we talk, how we communicate, how we, you know, how we sell, all those things are going to be upgraded, and that takes a lot of time. So, I mean, my job as creative director is to be sort of the brand police, or the you know, the guardian of the brand. But what we really need is for everybody across the organization to sort of take on that role. Yeah, every
embrace
each and every,
it, and
exactly.
just work with it.
Exactly, to be our brand guardians, because this is for all of us, and it's going to be so good. But it's not easy. No.
So we didn't do all of the work ourselves, to be honest. I mean, we did take some help,
a couple things,
and we took help from actually one of the top 5 design agencies in the world to make this change, which is kind of cool. And I thought maybe we should listen into what they have to say about brands and also our collaboration. So, Kurpahosk, take it away.
Hello, my name is Martin and I work as the strategist and partner at the agency Kurpahosk. Kurpahosk is a brand agency that helps international companies build brands that stand out, brands that people really care about. And you probably recognize some of our clients, such as Scania, Nike, Sandvik, Clas Ohlson, and of course Adapteo. I've had the pleasure of working with the brand team at Adapteo during the spring of 2024. Our mission was to clarify how you present the company amidst very tough competition and specifically your unique business model. The brand that you will now own and live, and I thought I'd share some thoughts on what it is that we've done. But before we dive in, perhaps we should spend some time to look at what a brand really is. Because it's not just a logo or an advertisement, it is actually the sum of all associations you have to a product or a service. And as brand strategists, our aim is to build these associations so that customers know immediately what to expect from a brand. The idea is that whether you're in India or in China or anywhere else in the world, you should always be able to pick up a tube of Colgate toothpaste or some good old Sandvik steel and know exactly what to expect. As an example of how branding works, I like to think about cars because most of us have a relationship to cars. If we simplify it, they're pretty much alike. They move you from A to Z, they have four wheels and a boxy construction. But yet car brands occupy very specific places in people's minds. If I asked you what you think of when I say Volvo, I bet many of you would say, oh, that's a safe car. If I mentioned to other enthusiasts what an Alfa Romeo is, some might say Italian passion, or maybe back in the day, rust. Mercedes, elegant and classy. But honestly, how big a difference is there between a Volvo and, for instance, a Mercedes when we look at safety? Probably not even measurable. I don't think you can even tell the difference. They have just chosen very simple messages and answers to questions of why you should buy them and repeated it over and over again. And this is the idea. We want to create definitions that are so easy to remember that you know exactly why you would pick up a product when you step into a store. Brands also help customers navigate. Some brands are positioned as cheap, some as expensive. If you think about Rolex, they would never be able to charge a high price for their watches if the brand did not give their owners prestige. Whereas Lidl and Ryanair occupy a position as the cheapest possible offer. When you go shopping there, you can feel safe that you got the best deal. And it doesn't matter if you sell consumer products or modular buildings, the logic is still the same. You want your customer to understand exactly why they should choose you and what they're paying for. Because getting attention today is very hard. As a brand, you should really be happy if you get even one message across. So you must make that message count and hit where it matters. In our collaboration with Adapteo, we've explored many different areas to find out exactly what we can talk about. We've looked at market position, customer base, and competitors, and found a space where we believe you can win, focused on sustainability and innovation. And this has resulted in a brand strategy that clearly positions Adapteo as a leader in social infrastructure. You have a brand purpose, help society thrive in an ever-changing world, and a brand promise, unlocking space, building opportunities. And this embodies your dedication to circular building solutions, really making modular construction a standard practice. And in its entirety, your updated brand platform also highlights your Nordic heritage and your strength in quality, adaptability, and sustainability. Now, this brand platform should help you navigate how you communicate and how you act and how you develop, not only as a company, but also as individuals. It's not something that only is a concern of the marketing or brand department. Ideally, you want to embody the tonality and the idea of the brand. So that one day when you step out your door and your neighbor asks where you work, you say, at Adapteo, and they answer, I know exactly what you do. It is actually not every day you get the chance to work with really groundbreaking companies, and we are extremely grateful to have had the chance to work with your team and with you and your brand, because we believe that you can really show the world possibilities that arise when you combine forward thinking with social and environmental needs. So we wish you all the luck in the future, and we look forward to seeing your contribution to cities all around the world. And the next time I tell someone I've worked with Adapteo, they will probably say, those guys, amazing.
Wonderful. So a strong brand occupies a place in our heads, and that's exactly what we want with Adapteo, to be top of mind for our customers and partners. So we're going to do a little discussion about that as well. But for that discussion, we have you, Johanna, but I'm also going to invite up on stage Ola Skoge. Welcome.
Tackar. Hej.
Welcome, Ola.
Tack så mycket. Thank you.
You are EVP in Sweden and Norway.
Yes, that is
So,
correct.
could you tell us briefly about the market situation for you guys?
I think we've had a bit of a challenging year in the public segment through the year, where we've seen the lowest volumes in a very long period. But we moved forward very constructively in the private segment, where we can actually impact the market much more, where our efforts actually grow the pie of the market. And all in all, we closed last year with the best new deliveries ever, actually. So it's a very strong performance in a market which has been sort of slightly falling behind in the core segments of schools. So I'm super happy about the performance of the team.
Good work.
Yes, or the team.
Or a team. So how do you think that the upgraded brand will help you with this direction moving forward?
To me, I think the brand needs to reflect, or a brand needs to reflect who we are as a company. And maybe today is the only day I can say this, but I think we've had some discrepancies, or at least I've felt that. And I think what we're positioning now with the new brand is much more who we are, where we are professional, clean, neat. I love the logo. I love the Adapteo Sans. I love the swoosh on top of the A in the Adapteo logo as such, and the color palette is really nice. But we're also playful, and the tonality is much more edgy and warmer. And I think this is who we are. We are very good at what we do, and the pride we have in that. But we're a pretty damn fun company too, and I think this is much more us. This is much more correct. So I'm happy about this move.
Great. So Adapteo are market leaders in almost all our countries. That's amazing.
Yes.
And in Sweden, I would also say that we are maybe it's the most mature market we have, right?
Sure.
So what do you think, with the increase in competition, what does it take to maintain market leadership here?
I think we need to play into the turfs where we haven't really fully been 100% already. We're opening up a pocket in the accommodation, for instance, supporting green transition in the north. But we're also more proactive in the private segment. And then we have the fundamentals and the base of what we do, both in public and private. So I think continue to do what we've done for so many years successfully, but add on top the layers. And I think the brand supports us in this journey, and it's easier to line how we act now in the market, supported by this.
So we haven't really sort of created the communication externally, right? We wanted to onboard you guys internally first, like this is the shift that we're making. But from your perspective, Johanna, so maintaining market leadership, how do you think that the narrative around us, what we do, how will that help us?
Well, I think a bit like actually they were saying in the video, I think we don't see ourselves actually as that groundbreaking company. But if you think about what we are doing, we're taking an industry which is modular building, which is pretty still immature in the grander scale of things, but it's becoming more and more adopted because people understand the inherent very positive nature of it, that it's more sustainable, it's more efficient, you can do things faster, more flexible, for example. So we're really sort of trailblazers also in the general construction industry about, teaching about new sort of use cases like you were saying. So I think it's also about, if you want to continue being the leader, we need to be able to innovate and show the market where we can actually take our product. And that we can only do with very close customer collaboration, of course, where they can put the trust in us to do something truly unique and innovative and trailblazing. And I think if we continue to run a very healthy company, which we are doing, we can continue to invest in that. And that's what I mean also, if you manage your scale very well, we will continue to build like this arrow into the market, which means that it's not so much about taking market share from somebody else, because we are creating our own market every single day. And that is what is so exciting. And then to have the brand to support that, I think is really gonna, take us to the next level.
Yeah, wonderful. So Ola, you were mentioning you were kind of politically correct, if you wish, saying that maybe the old brand held us back. Could you do you think that the new brand platform will actually address those challenges that you saw?
I wouldn't say it held us back, but I think this more reflects who we are as a company. So it's going to be easier to communicate to the market like this.
Yeah.
And then I just love the looks of it. We had the opportunity in the last week in our Swedish kickoff to start working with the templates and so on. And it looks really, really good. So I wouldn't say held us back, but this is adding on top potential, I think, in reaching out in the markets.
Yeah. So, because I think it's kind of interesting, one sort of key word in the brand platform, hard word, for a brand person like me, is outstanding.
Yep.
Are we outstanding, or is this more of an ambition? Who wants to take that one?
I can start. We're 100% outstanding. And to me, it's about the people in the company. We have a human capital that nobody can compete with. And I say that with 100% security. So we are outstanding. But it's we need to, let the world know about that. And that's what we're sort of going for now.
And I also know that you guys are working a lot with the customer journey and the full sort of customer experience of our brand. Would you say that we have work to do when it comes to also delivering an outstanding experience?
I first of all, 100% agree with Johanna. We are outstanding in what we do. We're really good. But of course, there's always more work to be done all over the place. And I think looking at Sweden, for instance, we took a year last year with a bit of an external or internal focus. Where here in Sneby, where we are, we've increased the throughput in the hub by 36% in modules through 1 year, through all the work done here. So that's moving forward, and we can move forward in many areas. We are outstanding, and we will be even more outstanding.
So it's both an ambition and a
yes,
fact,
of course, it's a continuous journey.
Yeah,
but we are outstanding.
So 2025, let us know what does it hold? What are the biggest hopes and ambitions?
May I?
Yes.
Yeah. No. So we had this great kickoff last week, and what we're now doing is putting the customer journey in the focus of 2025. And I think over time you need to put the customer in the center of what you do, and we're also actually the number one priority out of the priorities we are having is a customer rental period, and we're so strong in the sales and the assembly where our efforts are heavy. And then we focus on the disassembly, but the rental period is what the customer comes to us for.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a shift in the perception here in the focus that we're having through this year in Sweden at least, which is super. It's a lot of potential in it, I think.
Exciting.
Yes.
You, Johanna, what do you think 2025 will be?
Well, so I look forward to another record-breaking year. We have a few of them in the back now, where the company just keeps on sort of outperforming the year before. I think there are definitely signs in the markets and with the clients that we will continue to have good client traction and continue to build the company. But like Ulla says, we also have to continue on building our capabilities in beneath. And now we have the largest fleet also among our competitors. We are the largest in the market, and we just need to make sure that we continue to manage that fleet in the best possible way. So to continue this mix of sort of continuous improvement, but also, of course, continue the traction that we have gained in the market to addressing more clients and more needs, but also taking care of ourselves from the inside.
So great. So to summarize, this will boost our self-confidence, hopefully, but it will also probably help us gain more customers or leads. And I thought maybe we should look into what some of our marketing experts say about it.
Sounds great.
Hi, my name is Katarina, and I'm head of marketing here at Adapteo, Sweden. So Adapteo as a Nordic brand means premium quality, reliability, and commitment to sustainability. So our focus to sustainability is one of our key strengths. It's one of the most important reasons why customers choose us. Not the only one, but a key one. And it's a promise that we live and that we breathe. So the updated brand reflects that position we take in the market. It's not just a visual refresh. It's a foundation that reinforces our leadership and our expertise. It really signals that we're here to set the standard. It helps us better communicate our unique value, combining Nordic heritage, innovation, and sustainability in a trustworthy way. So what excites me the most is how this brand captures our ambition and vision. It highlights not just what we do, but the premium value we bring to the market. So it's really inspiring to see how we continue to evolve while still staying true to our core values. So I'm so proud to represent Adapteo and to be part of this very exciting journey. So thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Emma Hartikainen and I'm a marketing manager here in Finland. I'm going to tell you a bit about how a new brand fits into Finnish market. Now, if we think about the Nordic and how we see it here in Finland, we can say that usually we associate words like trust, practicality, and smart design into Nordic. We can maybe also argue that a lot of our competitors are also Nordic or domestic, so what's the difference here? But we can say that we operate in multiple Nordic countries and European countries as well, so we're a big company, and when our customers usually have a longer rental periods, longer than in other countries, this becomes essential. That they need to have the feeling of trust to the company providing those modular buildings. So this is definitely our advantage. So if we then focus on sustainability and how we see it here, once again, we may argue that it's not that big of a factor, for example, in public sector at the moment. It's rather very cost-oriented at the moment. But on the other hand, we can also say that sustainability will grow in the future time and the importance of it altogether. So we've already started the work and we're the leaders on sustainability, and it's built on everything that we do. So when the time is ready, we'll be the ones ahead of the curve. Okay, and then if I think about the flexibility and the rental model here in Finland, we can say that our space as service model enables us to give our customers the freedom to adapt their spaces to any of their needs. This is very important in today's economic climate, which is very turbulent, to say at least. And for example, in private sector, there might be companies that they're having big projects starting, but they can't invest a large amount of money into permanent buildings in the beginning. And then the rental modular building is the best solution for them. But what I think is the best part of our new brand, it's very bold, different, yet sophisticated. I feel like our market has been pretty much the same among the competitors. We've looked and feel the same way. So we have a really good opportunity to be different now. And I think this brand is going to be the brand that our customers will remember and notice as well.
So Adapteo might be market leaders on many of our many of our countries, but in some markets we're actually quite unknown. So next discussion is going to be around that, how we can use the brand to become a growth enabler. So I want to invite up on stage Stephanie Stein and Yuri Vasilyev. Have a seat. Welcome.
Thank you.
Stephanie, let's start with you.
Yes.
So you are the new head of commercial in Benelux.
Yes, I am.
So both Netherlands and Belgium.
Yes.
What are your initial findings so far?
My initial findings is that this is a company that truly has a strong vision and a mission, helping society thrive. And that's one of the things a lot of companies these days struggle with, finding out what their aim, in the corporate life is. And with this new logo, etc., and a new branding, I mean, it all comes together for me in a really, really short time frame. Yeah.
Lovely. So in the Netherlands and Belgium, modular buildings are nothing new. I mean, it's been around for quite some time. But Adapteo is new.
Yes.
So how do you see, what are the biggest challenges coming through, gaining traction?
Our biggest challenge would be our brand awareness, because in order for clients to choose Adapteo, need to get to know us first. Because basically, if you're looking for a company you want to work with, you go for a company you either know, or better yet, you've worked with before. But we need to realize that won't happen overnight. It will take quite some time. But once that happens, I see massive new ideas for entering this new market. For example, what they did, I believe it was in Norway, they top up a building, like in the Benelux. We have a lot of people, but no space.
Yeah.
So basically, the only way is up, right? So that's one of the massive opportunities that we have. But putting a great idea into a market where you're fairly unknown yet, that can be tricky.
Yeah.
So full focus for me on brand awareness.
Do you think that the sort of the full group can help you gain that traction in Benelux? I mean, showcasing what we've done on other markets, as for example the Norwegian Rikshospitalet. And
Definitely getting the power of the group all together, sharing the best practices. Because sometimes we're in the Benelux thinking, oh, maybe this would be a good idea with regards to branding, with regards to selling a new proposition. But if we get the group together and ask who's already doing it, like the MPS that we're rolling out now, that's a really powerful thing that we can really use in our advantage. Yeah, for sure.
So from a sales perspective then, when you're actually sitting with a client and negotiating a new agreement, how do you think that the brand will help you with that? Or can it do that?
Yeah, of course. Now, the one thing with sales is how will it work, right? That's always the thing. But what's the one thing we don't have in this world? That's time, right? We don't have enough of it anyway. So if you call a client trying to schedule a meeting for, let's say, a cup of coffee, 9 out of 10 times they will say, oh, I'm doing good, but I'm busy. It's always the same thing. And so I've been thinking for sales about a pitch. We all know the elevator pitch, right? In 1 minute, you sell your value proposition to your customer. So why not create a modular pitch where in 1 minute, same idea, you pitch your story.
The building blocks.
The building blocks. But the perfect thing is you can adjust and tweak that pitch, make it modular to fit in every segment that we work with. So
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
We need to do that.
We need to do that. We're going to talk about that a little bit further, but that's just one of the massive ideas and opportunities that we have. Yeah.
So I'm going to turn to you, Yuri. Baltics, the newest market in the group. What are your biggest challenges, sort of getting into or making people understand both modular and then finding Adapteo, basically?
In this case, I would agree with Stephanie, and I will just call it in different way, or maybe similar. Trust. All the time we need to create trust, and if you don't create the trust, people don't believe you, they don't want to meet you, they don't want to do business with you. And this trust is created by many things. For example, the team, which I would say the biggest delivery to our customer, because with the team we provide to customer experience, we provide to customer solutions, and finally it creates some reference case. With trust, we are talking also not only about our customers, but also about our suppliers. When you start in a new market, sometimes you have crazy things, and you're talking with telecommunication company. We said, we trust you, everything fine, you get a credit of 100 euro. So you understand it's sometimes quite an issue. But when you first time make a deal, when you deliver to a customer, you make some good reference case, good building. And then it happens that you got a trust from this particular customer, and all ours will look at you in a very, very different way.
So investing in that every single case, making sure that every single project that we do are amazing, will actually help us grow.
Yes, definitely. And we need to show those projects to our customers. And step by step, we're also, especially when we're talking about public sector, customers discuss between each other. Politicians, heads of municipalities, we're discussing, we're going to see those showcases, which we did already, those examples, and then they're returning back to us. This is good.
Yeah. But I'm also curious then, how can the how or can the brand actually help us gain more trust?
Definitely.
Yeah. In what way do you think?
Brand is the trust.
Yeah.
If you trust in Adapteo, I do remember one case last year when we discussed with a customer who already knew us, and when we were signing a contract, he said only one thing, like, I do believe that you build it, but will you build it before the 1st of September? For him to start a school year on the 1st of September was really important. But he said already, I believe that you will build, but in time.
Yeah.
That's the next moment. We did actually.
So, Focus 2025. What does it have in store? What will you do?
What we would do, what we are doing, actually, I would say, again, team is most important. Proactive and dedicated team. It's a solution to everything. With the team, you can solve the issues which creates social media, Google. That's a brilliant moment where you can get customers outside about whom you don't know even. And then we are talking about collaboration with our group, with our colleagues in our business units, exchange of models, which creates, actually we are calling it utilization, but it's effectiveness. We becoming more effective, and when we are becoming more less costly. Collaboration includes customers. Collaboration includes suppliers. Without suppliers, you cannot do project excellent. And only if you deliver excellent project, customer is happy. When customer is happy, then he signs transfer act and
so
also
happiness equals business.
Yeah.
Stephanie, for you.
For me, it's two things. First of all, we talked about being a recognizable brand, but we also need to be visible, visible in various different places. Actually, this week the Belgium team is at Future Build. It's a big event where a lot of people will see our new brand because we've got a booth there with our new branding. Very excited about that. And second of all is that we stay enthusiastic. Keep this momentum of this new branding, of this launch day, keep it going, because that can be tricky sometimes, right? But if that all comes together, then basically that's what success would look like to me at the end of the year. Yeah.
So do you think, last question, do you think that the brand can help you also gain that? And we talk about collaboration and making sure that the teams are, on it, let's do this, let's win this. Do you think that the brand can help with that, getting us the self-esteem and the power that we need?
Yeah, definitely. You want me to take it?
Yes, I fully agree with this.
Yeah, because I think that this branding is sort of effortless in a way, but in a positive way. It's clean, it's straight, not too flashy with colors streaming. I need desperate for attention here. Just basically like Adapteo is being in for 4 months, just rock solid. That's the company you want to go with. That's
wonderful. So we've already heard Emma and Katarina talk a bit about what they see from a marketing perspective, and you said that the digital aspects will be crucial going forward, making sure that we get out there. But now we're going to listen into what Gabriele in Germany has to say about it.
Hey, I'm Gabriele, Head of Marketing at Adapteo Germany, and I'm happy to share some thoughts about our brand and brand positioning on the German market at our Change Day today. The question is, what makes Adapteo unique and how do we stand out in the German market? And here it comes down to our differentiators: Nordic, sustainable and rental. I would like to start with Nordic. What does Nordic mean to us in Germany? And to dig deeper into this question, I asked some of my colleagues last week. I asked them, so what does Nordic means to you? And everybody I asked had spontaneously things in their mind, like hygge, relaxed, cold, also social welfare and education system. And these answers were a lot about feelings and emotions. So it is something like a promise for a good feeling. And we at Adapteo bring this good feeling to our customers in Germany. Second differentiator is sustainability. Our competitors in Germany also work with sustainability, but they often take it like a technical factor. I think for us at Adapteo, it's much more. It is a core value because we have a clear plan how to become carbon neutral. So steps are set and we continuously work on it. The circular economy is our natural business. For example, here in Germany, we send used mineral wool to our producers, back to our producers, and they reuse it in new roofs and new floors, and again and again. And the third differentiator is rental. Our competitors also provide rental solutions. So what is the difference? I think at Adapteo we take rental further by combining rental with Nordic values and sustainability. So rental becomes much more than a practical solution. It becomes a green and a smart choice for our customers. I think we at Adapteo bring Nordic, sustainability and rental into one unique solution. And that is, in my opinion, why Adapteo stands out in the German market. I'm really excited to join our brand journey and make the difference happen. Thank you. Hej då.
So, building a strong brand is not only about looking good or aligning, that everything looks consistent. I want to be provocative and say it's not about the logo and it's not about the power blue. It's not even about how we communicate or what we say or the outstanding offerings that we take to the world. Actually, I would dare to say that we can never really be successful as a brand if the people within the company doesn't believe in it. If we don't feel proud of what we do and what we take to the world, the brand will not be successful either. So, who we are, our expertise, our legacy, that's the foundation for our story. And that's where we start when we go out to meet our customers or refurbish the modules here in Sneby or whatever we do within Adapteo. So, right now we're going to talk a bit more about that, but first I want to show you something. Look at this.
Still don't know what I was waiting for. And my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets. And every time I thought I'd got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse of how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man.
An adapter is a problem solver with a positive mindset. Someone who looks for and finds innovative solutions that challenge the status quo. And as adapters, we don't just embrace change, we make change happen.
My hard hat. My amazing team. I would say all the colleagues. The colleagues, of course.
The colleagues, obviously.
The colleagues.
Of course, the people. Super helpful.
Det är ju människorna och alla kollegor.
Kollegorna. Ja, det ska väl vara människorna eller personalen.
Getting to work with you.
The people.
To me, it's the people of Adapteo and the collaborative spirit we have within this company. Making change happen is not something we do alone. We do it much better together.
So we also saw Simon Persson in the film, and I want to ask him a couple of more questions. So invite up on stage or into the module, Simon Persson.
Thank you. Hey.
Welcome.
Tack.
So Simon, during, was it 2023, when you developed the people promise at Adapteo?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Being an adapter, what does that mean, and how does it come to life in everyday work for you?
Well, probably gave the answer on the film already, but if I try to talk a bit more, to me, an adapter is someone who likes to challenge the status quo, do things a bit different, and always striving to improve. It's also a person who thrives in a collaborative environment, who drives collaboration and really utilizes his or her colleagues and the team to drive innovation and success for the company. That's basically an adapter.
Would you say it's a part of sort of the recruitment strategy as well? You actually look for that?
Yeah, clearly we do. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's all about the people. You didn't say it outspokenly before, but it is all about the people.
Yeah.
So we need the right people at this company, and I think we do have that. But that's a crucial part when we recruit for new positions and new colleagues within Adapteo, that we share that same mindset.
So the people promise is very, very closely connected to the new brand platform, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you see that the brand brings?
Well, I think, I mean, to me, this brand upgrade brings much more clarity and helps us, I think, Ola spoke about identity, Johanna did as well. I think it is that missing piece of the puzzle that we need to really to be concrete about who we are, what can we offer, and also something to be really proud and rally around, because it looks great. It tells the story in an authentic way, which I think is super important as well.
Yeah, the sort of honesty or being us is, I would say, the most important part of the new brand. Showing who we are, not being, I mean, sophisticated or, you know, having the stiff upper lip, but actually being human and listening and caring and committed, right? So, I mean, you've said it 100 times, and I think it is very clear throughout this live stream that adapters are the foundation of the new brand, right? But are we going to do something differently now?
No, I don't think, I mean, to me, this brand uplift doesn't change who we are or what we do. I think what it does is that, I mean, if we can just do what we do, even more focused and with the same energy level, we will succeed. So I think it's more about enforcing what we are already doing, working with how we act, or basically the way that we deliver value to our customers and partners. That's it.
A core word in this new brand platform is the first one there, change. What does that mean for Adapteo and leadership and how we sort of lead this or run this company?
Well, I think change is crucial for Adapteo. It's, of course, I mean, there's a massive change in the world around us. As a company, we can't be blind to that. Our business model is also built around change, the changing needs of our customers, and so on. So change is something we need to embrace and we need to thrive in. I think that's sort of the key to our success is change, and that goes both in terms of our mindset as the people of Adapteo, how we think of our role in this company when we together develop this company for the future, what it would look like in 5 or 10 years. And also I think from a leadership standpoint, as that as well, I think, I mean, our leaders play a vital role in driving that change and also ensuring that we have teams that are enabled to drive that change that feels that the environment is allowing to try new things and to innovate and to really be proactive in that. So change is key, leadership as well. But I also want to say that I think, I mean, leadership is not just something that is for the managers of Adapteo. I think the most important pillar in how I would view leadership at Adapteo is the self-leadership aspects, meaning that all employees across this company, regardless where we are, has a self-leadership responsibility to drive and to innovate where I am at.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to try to sum this up, the wrap up and the call to action. So 1 hour is over, a bit delayed, but still, I hope you have really enjoyed this hour with us, gained some new knowledge maybe, or maybe just understood what the hell we're doing on group. We are slowly but carefully going to push this brand update out throughout, and it's going to be organic, so we're not going to do it over a day, and we need all of you guys to help us do this. And last thing, if you feel like you still don't understand why we need this, or what the brand is, or what it means to you and your team, reach out to me or the Marcom team, and we will gladly take you through a deep dive. Because we're in this together, and I am longing to see where this takes us. Thank you, all of you, and have an outstanding day.